Can anybody see me at all? Anybody see me? Hello, testing. 1, 2. Hi everybody, if you can see me. I don't know if anyone's commenting here. Hello everybody. Let me just get started here. Alright, this is Brian here. We're trying a interesting stream. I have no idea if this is working or not, but I'll be on here for a couple of minutes and give it a whirl. Okay, so I'm using a piece of software called Wirecast. I'm trying to do this more frequently instead of doing lame meetups. This is me live, you can see. Let's see if I can see any comments or anything. I can't. I have an external iPad. Interesting. I'm broadcasting on my Facebook group. So let's just see here. Yeah, I can't see the comments, unfortunately. I'm going to try something here. Blah, 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 blah. Oh, there you go. I can see the comments. Okay, cool. Alright, so I'm working on a piece of software called Wirecast. I've got 2 desktops here. This is my Windows here at the top. Here at the lower, I have my Mac. And then there's me. I'm broadcasting on my Facebook group here, live, called, what do you call it? The Quant Labs, Quant with HFT using C++, Java, all the popular programming languages. I have no idea if anyone's watching me. Last time I did it, we got a much better audience. Maybe it's on my page or on my group. I have no idea. Anyways, let's see here. iPad. Interesting. I'm broadcasting on my Facebook group. So let's just see here. I know I got 2 people watching. Thank you very much. Yeah, I can't see the comments. Yeah, I can't see my comments. I'm going to try something here. Strange. Anyways, sorry about that. As if I'm a professional here. Apparently I got 3 people watching me. Okay, let me start over again. My name is Brian. I am on Facebook live with the group Quant with HFT, blah, blah, blah. And what I wanted to show everybody was these 2 books I just put out last night. It went out at around 2 a.m. I've already had, probably by this time, about 300 downloads. It's pretty incredible. So I want to thank anybody out there who's been watching me and actually reading this. It's geared towards more newbie people. And, you know, I get a ton of questions. Okay, so we've got 2 desktops here. I mentioned this earlier. I've got my first desktop here on my Windows at the top, and at the bottom is my Mac, my MacBook. So I've got 2 computers on one stream using this piece of software here called Wirecast. So let me pull up my information. If anybody's out there, we've got 7 people. Thank you. Alright, so let me just see what I was going to do here. We got Google. What was I going to look up? I can't remember. Oh yeah, okay. I'm really prepared here. I'm a real professional. The idea here behind this video or this live cast is to test things. I've got 2 desktops, as I said. I've got me on camera. I'm trying to interface to see if I can somehow, through the Facebook Live group, see if people are commenting. I got one comment so far, I guess. Does that make me popular? But I'm pretty excited, man. I got 6 people online. Awesome. Okay, so I obviously didn't announce this, but if you look at the top here, let me try something fancy. Fancy schmancy. There you go. Okay. So here, you can probably, let me just hang on here. I'm still new with this software here. Ooh, there I am. My apologies here. I am fixing my windows here. Alrighty. Okay, so that's what we have. Alright, so as I said here, we've got my website. Okay, quantlabs.net blog. The idea behind these books was pretty simple. If you come under here under my blog, if you go under FAQ, frequently asked questions, I used to get, oh man, I've been tracking all my questions, putting up all my answers, and I'm going to tell you something. I got about 400 frequently asked questions in here. The idea behind these books here that I'm putting out is supposed to cover 99.9% of those 99% of those questions. So that's what these books are for. There's 2 books actually. If you look at my Mac here, give me a second here. I got 2 mice running. Okay, so we got this one. This is so confusing. I need somebody to do this work for me here. Okay. Boy, this is really professional. I'm sitting in front of 3 screens here, so my apologies if I look like a real pro here. Okay. Oh man. Where am I? This is all new software to me. I am really apologizing. There. Okay, so I am going to reload my Mac. Okay, is it gonna work? Yay, there we go. Or it was. Boy. Okay, so there we go. Let's see. Can you guys see that? Okay, so this is my first book. Actually, it's my second book. Let me just pull up my first book here on my Mac. Okay, so here's the book. This is the very first book I wanted to put out. We've got 6 people, 1 like, thank you. Or is that a love? Thank you, appreciate the heart. I wish I could read comments here. Anyways, here's the first book, How to Trade Like a Boss. This has been in development for about a month now, and it just covers all the major topics, retail trading systems, fundamental analysis, how brokers screw you, potential solutions, and how MetaTrader can be used as a warning, steps to consistent profit, 7 ways, blah 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 blah. And then at the end there's a video tutorial that you can use to load in this free Java based program, which is really cool. It's open source. You can generate your own trading signals and all that cool stuff with it. So that's the first book. Now I would like to remind people that this book is free. Okay, and second book is kind of, they work together really, but again, these are broken out. This is more the technical secrets in Algo trading. I just don't want people to get all excited. This is not going to show you how to do it in one book. It's a very short book. It's free. And this one covers all the basics on statistical things that you need to know about the industry and where everything's at. The choice of your languages. I've got a separate section on here called it's called obviously, then there's MATLAB, which is MATLAB can be in its own world, which is very powerful. Of all the software I've looked at, it's the most powerful that I've seen. And then we have databases. If you can follow me, I like my open source stuff because it's free and I don't have to worry about licensing and limitations. So I focus on NoSQL, specifically Redis, which is an embeddable database, which is very, very good if you want to be in a flash memory environment for potentially high frequency trading. Also, you can use Redis with what was I going to say, in memory, pretty well on Linux or Linux environment. Then we talk about the brokers. Then I talk about market data and the good providers, and we go into the Python packages. There's actually 2 packages I list in here that focuses on Python and visualization. We're not talking about Matplotlib as well. Here's the other thing: is the desktop versus mobile question of do you want to develop a front-end system on a desktop or a mobile? I've come to the conclusion of I want to work with mobile, specifically Apple iOS, because it's more secure. I just did a webinar for my group last night, and I try to stress the importance of live trading. And when you're dealing with money, you need as much security as you can get. Android's a hacker's delight. Windows, we know that. And pretty well Apple is your best bet. And the nice thing with Apple product, you have Mac, which is desktop, as well as the mobile with the iOS. And it's just like one application or one IDE you work with, and you can deploy them both on your desktop, which obviously is Mac, or your mobile, which is iPad, iPhone. If you want, you could also obviously put little apps for the watch, and even if you want the TV product as well. That's some of the nice things about it. So what's going to happen is I'm going to have 2 workshops. One for the Swing, which is the new language from Apple, and another one, if you read the section on my brokers, my choices, interactive brokers. So I'm going to have another separate workshop to combine the Redis with the interactive brokers and be able to have a sample Java project that will directly interface with the Trader Workstation. So that's what these books are about in a nutshell. Okay, so that is that. Sorry about this. I'm just going to make hay while the sun shines. Okay, so that's that. I've got 3 thumbs up. Thank you. I appreciate it. I'll give you guys a thumbs up. We got 3 people here. Hooray. I don't even know. I feel like I'm talking to myself. It's very strange. We've got 1 comment so far. I think it's my own. Oh, congratulations. The most liked. So apparently I think Facebook's telling me this is the most liked video yet. I guess. Well, it's my first one, so of course it'll be my most liked. Why don't I post the links? Good point, Suvik. I apologize for your name. Yeah, why don't I do that? Okay. Good question. Actually, if you go into my Facebook at the top, you will find my links to this. Okay. So let me see. Okay, so I'll show you the top. The top window is my obviously my window here. Now I don't know if I can put these comments directly into Facebook. Let's see if I can. Actually, no. Sorry about this. I'm just thinking on the fly here. Okay, let me just go into my Mac. This would be easier. I got 2 mice, 2 keyboards, 1 camera, and I'm looking real pro here. Okay, so here's my Mac. Alright, so if I go into my Mac, all you gotta do is just go to quantlabs.net MKT, Let's see if my Facebook will come up. No, let's just stick with this. So if you go to quantlabs.net, market, just trying to cycle through this. Never thought about this. You know what? Your best bet to find the links, because this is all live. Here, let me just do this. Just give me a second, folks. Alrighty. Since we're all on Facebook, okay, I will try to be more professional next time. Okay, here we are. I am live, as you can see here, as you can see myself. I signed up for the books, haven't received them yet. Okay, let me walk you through the process, Gerhard. Okay, so all you gotta do is, in my case, just find your group. Let's say Quant Labs Net. Okay, so in my case, here's the page. This is just how I've temporarily set it up. So, oh, I'm sorry, you guys can't see my window. Damn. Hang on here. Okay. So here's my window for Facebook. Okay. Okay, so if you do a search for Quant Labs Net for my Facebook page, okay, what I've done is all these links are pinned. The very first thing you see are the links, okay? So here, if you go see more, here's the link right here, Trade Like a Boss, okay, for the first book. So you get all this fun stuff, you get a little playing video, you'll hear me talk, you put in your email, blah, blah, blah. And this is for you, Gerhard, as well. So you put in your name, get instant access, okay? Maybe this is what you're missing. So what will happen is you'll see this big button here. It says download your book. Right there. You download your book right there and you save it to your desktop. And what I've done is, just to make it life easier for everybody, is in this zip file you'll get not one, but you'll get both books that I'm showing you in that zip file, okay? So that's probably what's happening, is you're missing that little button, and that's good to know for me, so that let me just check on any other comments. Oh boy, hang on here. Everything's changed on me in the last week with the new updates of iOS and Mac, so my apologies here for the delay. Okay, so we got 4 thumbs up. We got 3 people watching. Okay, that's okay. I'm still excited because I didn't schedule this. Gerhard says thank you. Suvek says the links. So Suvek, I'm not sure if that answers your question on how to get those links, but that's how you can do it from the Facebook. Okay. Let's see what you guys have also asked. Gerhard recently. Suvek, apologies on your name. And obviously to do this sort of thing, I think you need 2 people. Alright, so those are the 2 books. Anybody else got any questions? I know there's probably, how many people we got? 4 people watching. I could stick around if anyone's got any questions. I know this was unannounced. I will, believe me, make it more formal and make it a lot easier to broadcast on. Still trying to figure out the best way to get a reach. And for me, it's probably going to be my group, because it's over 8,000 people. Maybe my Facebook page, I don't know. And then put it up for archiving on YouTube. So all the live stuff will be on Facebook. That's a for sure thing. Anybody else got any comments? I don't think I see any comments here. No, okay. 2 people left. Okay. If you want, I just want to test all this fun stuff. And yeah, let's see how this plays out in the coming weeks. I'm pretty excited with this. Is the new way to broadcast yourself, but this is live. Live. Anybody got any questions? Just throw me a comment, and I'll see if I can answer anybody. Anything? Nobody? I know it's not a huge audience, but remember I haven't formalized any real audience on this, because I've been live now for 20 minutes. So this is just all, to be honest, is the test, a fun test. Okay, I'll sit around. I know there's only 2 or 3 of us. Alright, but the books are up there for fun. And just see what else we got. Okay. Alright. You guys are amazing. I've got a good following now, and I like you guys a lot for liking my stuff. That's really awesome. But hopefully we can make use of this live stuff. I just got to figure out a good system with this. And you're able to hear me okay as well. I can't hear myself, so I can see my little barometer, my little light of my voice going up and down, but I don't know if it gets broadcast through Facebook or not, but it looks like it is. Alright, anybody else? Maybe? This is how we do our meetups, but online through GoToMeeting, but I do like the Facebook. Maybe it might be wiser to put it on Facebook, the page, because it's more public access. A lot of people don't want to be on Facebook, but on the other hand, I miss out with other people, so I got to decide these things. If not, we can shut all this down. And are you going to focus only on iOS as Android as well? Dimitri, thanks for the question. I kind of mentioned that earlier. Here's the problem with trading live when it comes to mobile. My idea of live trading with money, my own money, if it's 10,000, if I go with Interactive Brokers, the problem is live money on a system, wherever it is, you got to protect. You got to be really paranoid. So I don't know if you follow me on my Facebook with my, I don't want to call it hatred towards Microsoft and Windows and Microsoft product, but it is inferior. You know, the backdoors, the forced updates, the latency that I'm seeing on this Windows system, on top of security issues I don't know. It is a frustration. So on the desktop, that's why I prefer Mac. I like Linux, but I have a lot of people that struggle with Linux, so the technology is still too primitive for a lot of newbies. But in terms of mobile, what's driving me to go on a mobile is charting and just a live interface. That's number one. And number two is I just don't want to sit around at a desktop. The world is going mobile, and PC sales are dropping like crazy over the last few years. And as you know, we only have 2 choices between Android and iOS. So if I take the same philosophy, I believe, with Windows and Android, and I've had 4 phones, and they've always, there's always some vulnerability with Android. Be it if it's a bad app you download. I don't know where Android's at, but I just don't like Android, so that's why I'm focusing on iOS. And just out of the box, there's like 2 or 3 layers of security on iOS devices, like an iPhone or an iPad, and that's where your money's going to live. And you don't want your any of these hackers to get access to that through a bad app or some way that they can interface into your phone or your iPad. And all the apps that I'll be developing will be my own. I'm not going to submit them onto the App Store or iTunes. But just so everybody knows, when you develop on through the iOS developer program or Apple program, you have to pay $100, and that gives you access, the ability to somehow, even though it's your own phone, this is the bad part about Apple, it enables you to unlock that through the Xcode, their IDE, and then deploy those apps onto your own devices and manage them. So that's what you have to pay the $100 for, and the excuse is it's security. I don't mind paying $100 for that. I know the Android. I've confirmed with my broker. I'm with RBC Canada, and they told me this stuff is not regulated. This stuff is not protected. So if you have a 10 grand, 5 grand, 100 grand in a broker account, and something happens to that cash, that capital, and you lose it for whatever reason, they don't cover it. There's no insurance. So again, that's why I'm going the Apple route with both iOS and the Mac OS, the new one, Sierra. And that's that. Just me living in a paranoid world. My site a few Decembers ago was hacked, and it was not a pretty picture, and I'm very paranoid about that. That's just my site, let alone trading, like live capital for a live trading account. So I'm a little leery on that. Anybody else got any questions? Hope that answers your question, Dimitri, in a roundabout, over lengthy answer. If not, coming up to 4:30. I don't even know how long I've been online. I guess I'm talking to myself now. Half an hour. Okay. I guess I'll close her out. And thanks for watching. And hopefully you'll see more of these. And hopefully this will turn out okay. And you'll be able to watch this both on Facebook and YouTube. All right. I'll talk to you guys later.